Hi there and welcome to Hyundai Power Products. My name is Adrian and today we're going to look at preparing your HY1000Si generator ready for use. So I've laid the contents of the packaging out on the table for you to see. First of all, we have the generator itself. We have the little oil filler bottle. We have a box spanner for changing the spark plug. We have a double-ended screwdriver. We have the leads for external charging of batteries. And finally we have the user manual. Now I do recommend that you read the user manual thoroughly before use. So the first thing we're going to do is put oil in the engine. Now you can use a 15W40 or this 4-stroke SAE30 engine oil. This is an engine oil that's specially recommended for Hyundai Power Products. So this is the oil I'm going to be using and it's an SAE30. These bottles are available from our parts department. So to access the oil filler plug, we need to remove this cover. So we simply unscrew the screw at the top, pull it out and up and away. And the oil filler plug is here. I'll bring you in on that. So the first thing we'll do is remove the oil filler here by turning it anti-clockwise. And we can remove the filler plug. There we are. So I find the simplest way to do this, I've got a larger jug than the one that comes with it here because I keep oil in larger quantities. The simplest way is put the end of the spout in the hole, lean the generator back and then gradually pour the oil in, small quantities at a time. Then you can bring the generator back to level. And as I can see, I'm way off at the moment, so I need more oil. So as you can see, the oil is right up to the weir point of the hole. That's spot on. I'll lean it back again, replace the filler plug. I'll do it up firmly and just wipe off any excess oil. So there we are, that's the oil filled. So final little job is to replace the access cover. It's got two lugs on the bottom. We drop into two slots, hinge it up into position and do up the screw. So next we're going to put fuel in the generator. The filler cap is here on the front and it unscrews anti-clockwise and you can remove the cap. So I'm going to put fresh, unleaded petrol in it. It has to be fresh. And I'm just going to put a litre in for demonstration purposes. So when fueling your generator, always switch it off. Always do it in a well-ventilated area and away from sources of ignition. And refit the cap by turning it clockwise and tighten it down firmly. So we put oil in, we've put fuel in. So let's have a look at some of the controls on your generator. Starting at the top, you have an on-off switch for the breather on the fuel cap. It's in the on position at the moment, facing the on, and the off here would be facing the off. Always put it in the off position when transporting the generator. So we're going to need it in the on position to run it. So starting off on this side, we have the choke lever here, and it's clearly marked run and start. So to start the generator, it needs to go forward towards the control panel when it's a cold start. Once it's started, back to the left, and that is the run position where it would be all the while the engine's running. So for a cold start, put it to start. Once it's started, on to run fairly quickly, and for a warm start you wouldn't need to use the choke. Moving on, we have the on-off switch, and this is also the fuel tap. So to start the generator, we would need to turn it up towards on, and to switch the generator off when we finish with it, you turn it down to the off position. So we shall have that on for a start. And finally on this side we have the pull starter. You can pull it out until you feel resistance, as I have there, and let it back in, pull it until it catches, and then you pull start the generator. Let's have a look at the control panel. So again, starting at the top, We have the economy switch here. It has a fast and a slow speed. If you're going to apply a large load in one hit, let's say 800 watts of the 1000 watts that it's capable of, you would need to put it in the high speed position so it's ready to accept a major load. If you're only using very light loads, you can put it in the eco position this way, and that will slow the engine down and save fuel while you're only using minor loads. So that's the eco switch. Here we have the instrument lights. Low oil light here. If this light comes on, the engine will stop, and it does exactly what you'd expect. It tells you that you need more engine oil. The central light here is an overload light. If this light comes on, the output will stop from the generator, so no power will come out of the socket, and you will need to reset it. But obviously, if you've overloaded it, you need to reduce whatever load you've got on this socket before you push the reset button here. Once you push the reset button, the generator will then come back online, power will then come out of the socket again, and you can start using the generator for power again. The third light here is the AC light, and it will light up green when the generator is ready to have an appliance plugged in. Another button here is the cycle button, which cycles through the various functions of the display, whether that be the total runtime of the generator, the hertz and volts, or the RPM of the engine. And you can swap between them just by pushing the little button. Here we have the 230 volt outlet socket, 13 amp outlet socket, standard UK issue. There's an earth stud here. If you've got your generator in a fairly permanent position, you can connect a grounding wire onto this earth stud, onto the chassis or whatever you've got the generator in, only if it's in a permanent position. So finally we have the DC outlet here. With the engine running, you can connect the two crocodile clips on this cable to an external battery, and then plug in the plug, and it will charge an external battery. If you overload this socket, this little button here will pop out. So to reset it, you need to remove the load, allow it a few seconds, and push the button back in again. In its normal position, it's just floating like this. Okay. So to start your generator from a cold start, fuel cap breather in the on position, engine switch in the on position, the choke lever in start, and we can start the generator. Once it's started, I shall turn the choke off. And there we are, that's the generator running. As you can see on the front here, the AC light is on, it's ready to accept the load. The screen on the front is showing 229 volts and 50 hertz. A total run time of 2 minutes. An engine speed of 4061 RPM. I can speed it up, ready to take a larger load. By turning off the eco, we're now on 5000 RPM. And back down to the idle or eco position. Turn the generator off. We would remove any load, leave it run for a minute or so to let the engine cool, and switch it off. So it should be warm enough now for a warm start. So fuel cap on again, fuel tap on off switch in the on position. I'm already in run because I'm trying to do a warm start and pull start it. Again, it's ready for use. Switch it off. Switch it off on the switch. As a note of good practice for your generator, remove any load before starting the generator, so don't have anything plugged in. Start the generator, let it come to ready, and then plug an appliance in. And again, before stopping the generator, make sure you remove the load, leave it idle for a minute or so to cool the engine, and then switch off. Well, I do hope you found this demonstration useful. For more information on this or any of our other products, visit www.hyundaipowerproducts.co.uk. I've been Adrian, and thank you for watching.